For this lower body series, what we're going to do is we're going to start off real simple. We're going to go, and again, this is for stretching. This is a half kneeling hip flexor stretch, and you're going to do this with me. You're going to be in the half kneeling, so one knee down. My knee is over my ankle, and then my hip is over my knee. I want to be pushing my hips forward, not arching, but pushing my hips forward using the glute of the involved leg. As you're holding it, you should feel that same side relax. We're going to switch sides. And then we're going to switch, and as we push, you're going to focus on, again, driving through the glute, not arching through your low back, but driving through this involved glute. So in this instance, it's this leg right here. Pushing through, we're going to hold all of these stretches for 30 seconds. Again, this is 10 minutes, just a quick lower body stretch. This should feel great. After this, we're going to go into a groin stretch, one of my favorites. From all fours, you're going to be right here. You're going to go ahead and widen your feet out and your knees out just a little bit with one leg out to the side. Keep that foot flat, hands underneath your shoulders. You're going to also move your opposite ankle out to the side and out from that knee so you can see it in that angle. I'm just going to rock back without arching my back. Keeping my back flat is important here. We're going after the stretch on this side right here. Just hold that for 30 seconds. And then we're going to switch sides. So again, hands underneath the shoulders, foot out to the side, foot flat, and the other uninvolved side, that foot is going to be outside that knee. See how you can see it? If you can, now you can't. Just rocking back, sit into that stretch, just a gentle stretch. This is the single side look at this stretch. We're going to do a very different one in a second. Up next is what's called the froggy stretch. So from here, what you're going to do is you're going to widen your knees out, kind of similarly to what you did before. And then you're going to keep your feet out to the side, outside your knee, and just rock back. Just hold that stretch. If you need to, might be better leverage. You're going to push back, straight back into your hips off of your forearms. Sometimes that's a little bit easier. Again, holding all of these stretches for 30 seconds, making sure not to arch your lower back. Up next, one of my favorite for the outside of the hips. What you're going to do, you're going to come back to all fours. Okay, so from here, you're going to be reaching back on a diagonal. Okay, so this is a piriformis stretch, and then you're going to reach forward for a stretch. So you're getting this huge reach back and then forward. And again, you're going to hold this for 30 seconds. Just a gentle stretch. You're going to feel this in the lat and the rib cage in the involved side, and then you're going to also feel it in the glute and the outside piriformis of the other side. And you're going to go ahead and switch, show you the other way. So again, kind of reaching in a diagonal, and then the other hand reaches forward. It should feel great on the hips. So again, just holding this position. This is a stretching sequence, and it should feel great on the hips. 30 seconds. And then we're going to open the groin a little bit more. We'll go from outside to inside. So we started off in the half kneeling hip flexor. Now we're going to come back and we're going to slide here. We're going to go straight to the side. We're going to just hold that stretch, slide. I'm trying to keep my shoulders square to you, okay, or to the mirror, whatever you're sliding to. That's actually pretty good. Letting the knee go right over the toe. And we're going to go 30 seconds and then we'll switch sides. Trying to stay square. Don't arch. Gently push into the stretch. You should feel it right here. And switching sides. So here, usually you can use your hand to keep it open, pushing it open. Should feel great. Big stretch, big stretch. And again, kind of gentle. You notice this side seems to be a little bit tight. Can't get my knee as far over my toe and curve the other side. Again, 30 seconds per stretch. Up next, this one's a little bit more difficult to get into, but stay with me here. So what you're going to do is you're going to have your half kneeling position, but anchor yourself, and then you're going to grab that back ankle, okay, without using your hamstrings, and then you're going to squeeze forward into a quad stretch. Okay, this is one of my favorite quad stretches. Okay, you're going to squeeze your hips forward, again, making sure that you're not arching through your lower back, holding this for 30 seconds. We're going to do a more dynamic version of this in a second, called the pretzel stretch, but for right now, this is the half kneeling quad stretch. also known as the rectus femoris stretch specifically. Switching sides, anchor with one hand, grab that back ankle, make sure to do it quickly so that you're not cramping for your hamstring. And then you're gonna squeeze forward, try to keep your ribs down. The more you keep your ribs down and not up, the more you keep your ribs down, you're gonna feel like you're really opening that quad. Again, 30 gentle seconds. And then next, again, we're gonna go into more dynamic. This is a great one for runners. You're gonna be on your back, okay? And then you're gonna have one leg up and over, but at a diagonal. Literally, just let it drop. And as you drop, you see how my upper body came off the ground? Try to remain anchored with the other upper body. So you're gonna go kind of as much as you can without giving away the form. Okay, so still holding 30 seconds. Nice, big stretch. And then switching sides. So up and over. This column will actually act as a support for me. So again, 30 seconds. You can assist if you like. Use the hand. Some people will also use a stretch strap. I'll use like a towel. You can use a band, wherever you want to get that stretch. For an even bigger stretch, you can kind of reach out to the side. Love this stretch. Now, next one, out of this position, what we're going to do is you're going to tuck your knees to your chest. Okay, except the bottom knee is going to go behind you. Okay, and you're going to keep your upper back on the ground. Grab that down ankle. Okay, and then you're going to hold this position and then try to turn your shoulders so you're really kind of breaking yourself in half here. Again, 30 seconds of a stretch. Go ahead and hold it. Breathe into the stretch. Probably your biggest stretch today, just because it combines so many things. It combines rib cage, glute, quad, hip flexor, shoulder, upper back, neck. Again, ideally you're keeping your head all the way on the ground. And switching sides. So again, you can start in the kind of knees to your chest, bring that bottom ankle back, really get that top knee down to the ground. Ideally, this side's tighter on me, but you're gonna try to keep one knee down and then try to get that opposite shoulder away. So left shoulder is away from my left knee, or in the right knee too. Again, 30 seconds of a hold, and try to breathe into it. If you'd like to hold any of these stretches more, feel free to press pause and hold them for a little bit longer. You can always come back to them later. Some of my favorites. Okay, next, we're gonna go back to the all fours position. Again, this is just borrowing from another exercise called the Spider-Man. So what you're gonna do from here, you're gonna push your foot right outside your hand, and then you're gonna go ahead and move that knee outside the shoulder / elbow, and then hold. If you're doing this before a workout, you're not gonna hold. Just hold it. Really try to let that knee open. So 30 seconds. I should be straighter than I am. I'm a little out of alignment, but really pushing out to the side. Switching, I'll show you a little different angle. So again, all fours position, foot outside my hand. And I'm just gonna go ahead and push that foot and knee away. Again, 30 seconds. Great stretch. This is a similar one to what's called a Spider-Man. Again, another very good mobility drill. And last one, we're going to use a prop for this one. You don't have to, you can also just use your hands. This is for your hamstrings. So what you're going to do is you're going to lay right next to a wall, and you're going to have your leg all the way up on the wall, and just relax it. And then the other leg, ideally, is also relaxed. So you're staying straight. You got a gentle, kind of relaxed. Make sure the foot that's up on the wall is down on the ground. So you're getting this concept of relaxing the foot, knee, and hip on that side. We're gonna hold this in an extra 10 seconds. But you get this foot, knee, and hip all relaxing, kind of settles the back a little bit as well. And this leg is certainly straight. And then you're gonna switch sides. Let's see what it looks like on the other side. Hopefully they're the same. Make sure your contact points are the same. So ankle, back of the ankle, knee, and then the hip. And making sure to relax into that stretch. So again, glute contact point on the ground, sitting and relaxing into that stretch. 30 seconds or so. Don't forget about breathing. Breathing is super important. It will help you relax into these stretches. Excellent. And then roll out of that and avoid funny looks from passerbys if you're doing this in the gym. If you're doing this at home, then the only person looking at you funny is probably your pet or your spouse. That's home stretch, lower body. Stay tuned for upper. Stay tuned for very, very specific wrist, shoulder, elbow stuff. Stay tuned for runners. Stay tuned for golf. Stay tuned for total body, back and forth between upper